Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to be trying to fill in the truss and get all the bracings, all the different diagonals, and really triangulate the truss. So it's going to be great. Well, I think it's fascinating to be able to travel and see what other people's lives are like. But sometimes you don't have the opportunity to travel all the time. So I think it's a really cool opportunity to be able to show you what a normal day is like here in the tropics. And it's definitely been a rainy day today, but it's also quite lovely. I always enjoy a good rainy day. It's perfect for hot chocolate. So you can see we're putting in some magnets up to hold the metal in place while we get some marks on it. These are all the vertical pieces that we're putting in first, and we have to cut one of them with an angle, but we have to, of course, check that everything is square and parallel. Getting a nice, lovely yuca breakfast. These are my specialty, like yuca kind of pancake. If you're interested, you can check out my cooking channel, The Tropical Bonanza. Well, there's something kind of magical about building trusses, being able to span a large distance. But at the same time, today it's a bit repetitive. We have a whole lot of filling in of vertical and diagonal bars, and that really just gets repetitive, and then they're so long that you see your progress, but it's definitely takes some time. So right now we're working on filling in the braces. We've measured and put in the verticals, and now we're adding the horizontal bracings. And so we're just cutting them a few centimeters longer than we need them. We're putting them in place, and then we're just marking them with a Sharpie, and then marking them all around, and then I'm using an angle grinder to just cut them to size. You can of course use like band saws and plasma cutters or all kinds of other methods, but you find that sometimes just the angle grinder is the cheapest and most practical way to do it, and it's just a very simple way to do it. So you can see right here, we're putting the big heavy magnet on, and then we're putting a 1/2 inch bar, and that's the proper offset for the piece. Building trusses is a great way to stay agile, since you'll have to probably do some crawling as well as some climbing to be able to get to all the places you need to be to weld things.
Vamos, cepillar. Estamos tirando.
And we're just figuring out our distance using a square to make sure that they're actually square to the bottom cord. What makes the morning good? A cup of hot chocolate that you know how it's made.
Hello, Troy. Hello.
You don't want to over weld things too much, or it'll tend to distort and warp things out of place. So you want to get everything in place, and then you come back and re-weld.
Look at puppies you are. Look at you. Look at you. You're such a cute animal, aren't you? Yeah.
Moving forward with filling in the diagonals. It's a bit tedious because you have to put each piece on and then mark it with a Sharpie at the angle. You of course can do all that in CAD, but what ends up happening is any slight variation gets way off, and you actually spend more time often than just setting them in place, marking and cutting them. If you did it all with like robotic cutting machines, it would probably be like perfect, but sadly our world is not quite perfect. So, just getting closer to the ends now. Definitely starting to take shape.
Oh yeah. Ito yung una eh. Wow.
Just evaluating the distances to put them as they get narrower. So you don't want the pieces to be too stretched out, so you don't want the diagonals laid down too far, but you also don't want to have to put in too many pieces here, or else you just end up spending a lot of time putting in pieces and it all of a sudden becomes almost a solid piece. So you just kind of have to evaluate as you get closer what angles and all are going to create the ideal amount of strength for what you're doing, and considering where exactly it's going to sit. So I have 20 centimeters overhanging past the wall, and so that allows you, if there's variation in the wall, to have quite a bit of adjustment. Since both sides has that, technically you have 40 centimeters of adjustment for the building, that you can move it and still keep everything in a safe manner where it's setting on a proper spot. Yes, I am excited that it's almost done. Only 8 more to go.
Oh my god.
That's what's got me a little like, oh no, this is gonna be forever.
Yeah.
About one piece at a time. Do you know what they say about chickens?
What?
They fill up on one grain at a time because it's just one
yeah.
little punk, punk, and after a while they're full.
Yeah.
Same with this.
You're right.
So this pretty much wraps up the end of the day. It's 5 o'clock now, and we have done a whole lot of work on this truss. It's pretty much all filled in. We lack a few like end caps and some like connector pieces where the end here connects. And then of course all the plates for the purlins, plates for bracing. But the truss itself is pretty much finished, and we have the second one laid out on top, so we then just have to do the bracing.